What's up, Busy Moms? Welcome to Busy Moms Yoga. I'm Megan, your host. Thank you so much for stopping by today for this gentle flow. We're going to get into all the major muscle groups today. We're going to have a feel good flow, maybe get the heart pumping just a little bit. So if you're taking this as your workout today, great, you're in the right place. If you're taking this before another workout, good for you. This might be it for me today. But either way, I welcome you. Be grateful to yourself for giving yourself this time. I'm grateful for you being here. Get yourself set up today with a mat, some blocks. Don't think we need anything else for today. Maybe get some gentle, calm music playing in the background just to really set the mood, set the tone. Like I said, we're going to move into all different postures today. I'm going to try to work a mini flow, breath to movement into all of our different postures. So whether we're seated, tabletop, lying down, standing up, we're really going to focus on that breath to movement today. So once you're ready, once you're settled in, have a seat. We'll start in a nice, easy seat, Sukhasana today. So sitting up nice and tall, find length in the spine. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Find a gentle gaze, or maybe close your eyes for the first few moments here as we settle in. Finding that breath and shutting everything else out. Just giving yourself this time. Take a few breaths in through the nose, nice and deep. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. A couple more breaths just like that. Find length in the spine with each inhale. And exhale, let it go. Drop those shoulders away from the ears, sitting up tall. On your next breath, seal the lips. Find that deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And 2 more breaths, just like that. And start to flutter your eyes open. Start to bring some movement and awareness to our bodies. Take a big inhale, bring the arms up overhead, lift your gaze. Exhale, drop the right hand down to your mat, left arm reaches overhead. Keep your sit bones attached to the mat, shoulders away from the ears. Really opening up through that chest as if you were turning your heart open to the ceiling. On your next inhale, back to center. Exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches overhead. And feeling that opening along the right side body, space in between each of the ribs. Inhale, both arms up. Let's flow it a little bit. Exhale, right hand comes down, left arm reaches overhead. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, left arm comes down. Inhale, center. A couple more rounds just like that. Exhale as we stretch. Inhale, back to center. One more time each side. And exhale. This time when you come back up, bring that right hand down to the mat. Tilt your left ear towards your left shoulder without bringing the left shoulder up. And using that left hand, just apply a little gentle pressure to the top of your head. Feeling a nice stretch along the side of your neck into your shoulder, reaching down with the right hand. And breathe. Nice and slow release. Bring the left hand down to the mat. Right ear to right shoulder. Right hand applies just a bit of gentle pressure just to deepen the stretch ever so slightly. And release back down. Open the arms up, spread those wings nice and wide, as if you were trying to pinch your shoulder blades together, really opening up through the chest. Big inhale here. And on your exhale, wrap your arms around your shoulders, give yourself a nice hug. Lift the shoulders up just a bit, lift the elbows up just a bit to feel that stretch in your shoulders. And breathe. And before we unwind here, take note of which arm you have on top. Big inhale to open back up, spread your wings. This time switching out the arms. So the opposite arm is on top now. Again, lift the elbows, feeling that good stretch in the top of your back and your shoulders. One more time each side. Inhale, open up. And exhale, hug. Inhale, open up. And exhale, big squeeze. All right, release the arms, give yourself a little shoulder roll out here. And then when you're ready, meet me in a tabletop position, all fours on your mat. Quick alignment check. Shoulders stacked over elbows, over wrists. Hips stacked over the knees. Tops of your feet flat on your mat. Just take a few little gentle movements here, maybe swaying your hips side to side, coming into this posture. Really warming ourselves up today. Remember, this is a nice gentle flow. So getting into all the joints and all the muscle groups. Maybe take it to some circles here, coming forward, then sending the hips back as if you were almost getting into a child's pose. We'll save that for later. Big circles here, stretching the arms as you come back. And reverse directions. Find stillness in that tabletop. Flip one of your hands upside down just to stretch out the wrists a little bit. So you have one palm facing down, one palm facing up. Then switch your hands. Got to give the wrists a little love here. And come back to a regular tabletop here. Spread your fingertips out nice and wide on your mat. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your tail, lift your gaze. Exhale, pushing into your mat, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift. And exhale, pushing away, round. A couple more just like that. Take it at your pace, your breath. Really opening up that spine. Should feel good. Nice release, low back, mid back. And when you're ready, rejoin me on all fours in that tabletop. Tuck the toes, send the hips up and back for our first downward dog. And again, we're just going to take some gentle movements here to get started. Maybe start by pedaling the legs out. Really pushing down into your mat with your fingertips, turning on the top of your back, your shoulders. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Maybe sway the hips side to side, just like we did in tabletop. And find stillness in your downward dog. On your next inhale, lift your tiptoes up, send your weight forward. Exhale, send the heels back down towards your mat. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, drop the heels back down. A couple more just like that. Your breath. One more time. And on this exhale, drop the knees, outer edges of the mat, big toes to touch. Send the hips back, child's pose. You can bring your forehead down to the mat, or maybe use a block under your forehead, whatever feels good for you. Just continuing to open up. Feel a good stretch, while also a little relaxation here as well. We'll stay here in our child's pose for 3 to 5 breaths. Nice deep breaths, cleaning out the lungs, exhaling all that stale air. And start to rise back up to that tabletop. Shift the knees back underneath your hips. You're going to bring the right foot forward in between the hands towards the top of your mat. And just start to shimmy your foot forward a little bit so you have more of an angle of the left leg. Keeping that right knee stacked over your right ankle. Always an option for blocks here. If you want to prop blocks on whatever height works for you on either side of your foot. And we're just going to start by taking it to some movements here just to open up the hips a little bit, stretch out the hamstring. So big inhale in your lunge, send your heart forward. And exhale, send the hips back, toes point up towards the ceiling, half split. And again, we flow. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, send the hips back. A couple more times just like that. I just find such a better stretch when I'm moving through it as opposed to just holding a static stretch. But if it feels good for you to hold it in hold it back in a half split or hold it forward in a lunge, go for it. This is your practice, your body. Take what you can. All right, the next time you come forward into that lunge, just stay here for a moment, keeping your blocks where they are. Totally up to you, totally optional. Big inhale, lift the arms up, high lunge. Exhale, bring the hands back down, frame the foot. On your next inhale, lift the right arm up, opening up the chest for a nice spinal twist here. And breathe. Bring your gaze up towards your fingertips if that feels okay on your neck. One more big inhale. And exhale, bring that hand back down. I'm going to send that right leg back to meet the left in our tabletop. Take a round of cat-cow here just to reset the spine. And once you're back in your tabletop, same thing on the other side. So bring the left foot forward this time. Shimmy the toes up a little bit closer to the top of your mat so you have that angle in your right hip. Really feel that stretch in the right hip flexor. And we'll start similarly, blocks on either side if you use them on the right leg. Send the heart forward in your low lunge. And exhale, sending the hips back, half split. Feel that good hamstring stretch. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, hips back. A couple more times, just keep flowing. Again, if you held it on one side on the right, do so on the left. Maintain our balance here. Sending the heart forward as you come up in that lunge and folding over your left leg in the half split. Next time you come into that lunge, hold it there. If you used blocks for your high lunge and your twist before, keep them there. If not, set them aside. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead, high lunge. Exhale, hands come back down, frame the foot, plant that right hand down, left arm opens up towards the ceiling this time. Setting the heart up towards the ceiling as well, really twisting around that spine. Big inhale here. And exhale, bring that hand back down to frame the foot. Tuck the toes and send the hips up and back, downward dog. Stay here for just a moment. Stretch out the hamstrings. Send those heels down towards the mat energetically. Nice and slow. Start to walk your toes up towards the top of your mat. Hang here for a moment in your forward fold. Gentle bend in the knees. Totally fine. Release the head and the neck so they're hanging heavy. Maybe grab opposite elbows. And give yourself a little sway side to side in ragdoll. Take the pressure off your spine for a few moments here. And release the hands back down. Nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time, we rise. Head is last to arrive. Roll the shoulders back. Then we'll take it to some standing postures. If you need a sip of water, go for it now before we get into our standing postures. When you're ready, join me at the top of your mat in a mountain pose. I've got my feet stacked underneath my hips, shoulders over hips, palms open, shoulders down and back, standing proud in our nice, tall mountain pose. I'm going to start with a warrior one, keeping your right foot right where it is. Small step back with your left. We're not coming into a high lunge, so just a small step. Left toes pointing towards the top left corner, right toes pointing forward. Nice gentle bend in my right knee. Inhale the arms up overhead, warrior one. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Nice big inhale here. And as you exhale, straighten out that front leg. Reach for the front of the room, keeping the hips squared, and then fold over that right leg for pyramid pose. Great posture for blocks. just to help bring the ground a little bit closer. Really focus on those hips, sending your right hip back and pulling your left hip forward so that your hips are staying square towards the front of the mat. And just enjoy the nice stretch along the whole length of your right leg. Start to soften that right knee. Move your blocks out of the way if you're using them. Rise back up to our warrior one. Open up the back foot, warrior two. Right leg stays exactly where it is. Quick little alignment check here as well. In our warrior two, shoulders are always stacked over the hips. We have a tendency to want to lean forward. Don't do that. Slide those hips back. Gazing over your right fingertips. Flip the right palm. Reach up. Peaceful warrior. Nice side body stretch here. And on the exhale, come all the way through warrior two. Bring the right hand to your right side, extended side angle. And let's flow through that a couple times as well. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, peaceful. Exhale, extended. One more time, lift up, peaceful warrior. And this time on the exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to frame that front foot. Step back into your downward dog. And just stay here for a moment to breathe. I'm going to switch sides and join you in a downward dog over here. You stay right where you are. Just don't want the camera to have my back. Start to walk your toes towards the top of your mat once again. Hang here in a moment in our forward fold. Rooting down through your feet, nice and slow. We rise up, lift the arms up overhead, and exhale through heart center. Taking it to the other side, step back with the right foot this time. Left toes pointing straight. Right toes pointing towards the top right corner of your mat. Inhale the arms up, warrior one. On your exhale, straighten out that left leg. Hinging at the hips, reaching forward first as we fold over the left leg. Option to use your blocks here as well. And if you use them on the other side, go for it. I'm just taking that same stretch again, pulling the left hip back, this time right hip forward in our warrior one. Soften the left knee to come out of it. Rise back up to our warrior one. Big inhale here. Exhale, opening up the right toes to the side of the room, warrior two. Gazing over your left fingertips this time. Checking your alignment, sliding it back if you need to. Flip the left palm. Inhale, reach. And exhale, coming back through that warrior two, extended side angle. Right arm reaches over the ear. Turning that heart open. And again, inhaling the arms up. Exhale, extended angle. Notice that my lower half is really not shifting at all. All the movement comes from the top half of my body. Nice stretch here on the right side. One more time, peaceful warrior. Inhale. And exhale, bring both palms to frame the foot. Left foot steps back, downward dog. And stay here for a breath. We'll flow through that one more time on each side, and then we'll start to cool it down. Walk your toes up towards the top of your mat. Rooting down through your feet, rise up, extend the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to center. Step back with the left foot, warrior one. Arms come up, nice bend in that right knee. Straighten it out, hinge forward, and fold over that right leg. Blocks or no blocks, focusing on the hips, keeping them squared towards the front of the room. Nice deep breath here. Soften that right knee, rise back up, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Flip the right palm, inhale, lift, peaceful warrior. And exhale, side angle. And we'll just take it one more time, this time through. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down, stepping back, downward dog. Walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Hang for a moment in that forward fold. Root down, rise up, inhale. Hands to heart center. Stepping back with the right foot. Extend the arms up overhead, warrior one. Big inhale here. Straighten out the leg. Exhale as we fold over that left leg. Maybe you can fold a little deeper than you did the first time. Keeping those hips squared towards the front of the room. Soften the knee, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Flip the left palm, inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale through extended side angle, side body stretch. Inhale, rising back up. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Stepping back, downward dog. Drop the knees to the outer edges of the mat, send the hips back. Child's pose. And take a moment here just to catch your breath. Feeling any sensations that you may have started to notice. And when you're ready, tuck your toes, send the hips up and back, downward dog. Walk your toes to meet your hands somewhere in the middle of your mat. Cross your feet and have a seat. We're actually going to come all the way down to our backs just for a few final poses. Come down for a moment. Maybe bring your feet to the outer edges. Let your knees knock together. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Walk your feet back to center. Kind of step them a little bit closer to your hips. Bring your hands down to the side. And on your next inhale, we're going to slowly roll one vertebrae at a time to lift the hips up off the mat in bridge pose. Option to hold it right here or prop a block just underneath your low spine, right where your tailbone is, at whatever height feels good. And this should just feel very good. Nice supported bridge here, taking any tension out of the low back. I'm going to shimmy your shoulders underneath your body a little bit. And if you're holding it, good for you. Ground down through the heels to lift the hips up. Or maybe you just prop the block there and enjoy this restorative posture for just a few more moments. And don't forget to breathe. Feel free to stay here a little bit longer if you'd like, or remove the block. Bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a little side to side sway. Bring your right knee in to your chest. Let your left foot extend out nice and long. Big inhale. And exhale, cross the right knee over to the left side for a spinal twist. If you've taken some of my classes before, you know I love to close out a yoga practice with a spinal twist. It doesn't feel right to end without it. Coming back to center, squeeze both knees in. Give yourself a little back massage here. This time, left knee comes into the chest. Inhale, right leg extends long. And exhale, crossing the right leg over to the left side. Left arm tees out. I like to keep my right hand on my left knee just to deepen the twist a little bit, a little extra weight. Maybe glance over your left shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. Don't forget to breathe. Bringing both knees into your chest one more time. If there's any other final postures that you'd like to take, maybe legs up the wall, maybe a happy baby, join me with that right now. Grabbing the outer edges of your feet or your calves or behind your hamstrings, just trying to keep your entire length of your spine attached to your mat. We have a tendency to want to lift the tailbone up. Try to push that down as you send your feet forward. And breathe. One more time, big squeeze. Bring the knees into your chest. Maybe lift your head and neck up off the mat just for a moment. And then exhale, we'll take it to a Shavasana, extending your arms to the outer edge, or sorry, your legs and your arms to the edges of your mat. And just allowing yourself this time to surrender completely. Being grateful to yourself for giving yourself this time. And just really enjoying the benefits of our practice today. And if you have time to remain in Shavasana for a few minutes longer, I encourage you to do so. And if you're coming out of it, maybe start to walk your feet back towards your hips. Maybe stretch your arms overhead. And maybe come onto one side first, or start to rock yourself forward. However you get back to a comfortable seated position, just like how we started. And we'll close out with 3 collective breaths. So sitting up nice and tall, bring the shoulders away from the ears, find length in the spine, maybe close your eyes or find a soft gaze. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. And exhale through center. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift. And exhale, let it go. One more time, biggest breath of your day. And exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you feel great. I hope this was everything that you needed for today to get through the rest of your day. Set yourself up for success. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Follow me on Instagram at Busy Moms Yoga, and come back again. Bye, guys.